I'm doing good. You got me in the morning. Got me right when I woke up, 8 a.m. ready to go.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what's up. Let's do it.
What you got planned for the day?
I got a little group that I gotta go to, and then I'm trying to learn this foreign exchange trading stuff. So, and
Oh,
then I got
really?
a meeting with this guy that I'm trying to bring to the table as well. So,
Right.
yeah, I got a full day today.
Nice, nice. You're all that's good. That's a good thing. How's your brother? Your brother just got out,
Yeah, bro. Yeah. He's still
huh?
getting he just got out. He blew up. He wasn't expecting that. So he kinda like, you know, he's still trying to get used to everything. I'm trying to get him to make his own TikTok. He got a lot of
Yeah.
fans. They hitting me up for him but he really just taking it one day at a time, trying to adjust. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of time. So
Right, right. Have
yeah,
you
you know
been
what I mean?
how have you been dealing with the whole COVID deal? Everything's been all right for you and your family?
For me, I've been blessed, bro. Nobody in my family got it. My mom's super quarantined. She taking it serious. My grandmother just got the She just got the first shot of the vaccine.
Okay, good.
Yeah, everybody. I've been blessed, bro. I haven't caught it. So yeah, that's a blessing, man.
That's a good thing, bro, because actually it's
Actually, my
funny.
my brother caught it while he was in jail.
Oh, really? I know it's bad in all like the jails and stuff.
Yeah, he caught it while he was in jail, but he said that shit was the worst, but he made it through it. He beat it.
Good. I
Yeah.
know in I know in Fresno because I live in California in Fresno.
Mhm.
Fresno County Jail um, was like the worst in the whole entire like nation or something crazy. It was on like New York Times. It was all over. But we have
Wow.
it bad over here in California just because I'd say there's more people and stuff. Uh,
Yeah.
but that's whatever. Um, let's dive into it though. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, man. I just
I don't want to. I know you're busy and stuff. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm glad. I just want to appreciate you for coming on here and about to tell your story and we're about to hit different topics, whatever.
Yep.
Whatever you want to answer, you can answer. It don't matter. You don't have to talk about your case. I'm not here to shame anyone. Um, I'm here to learn more about the inside, learn more about you,
Mhm.
um, and learn more about the corruption of prison institutions because I feel like it's extremely corrupt. And yeah, we'll dive right into it. Just is it Jovaan? Jovaan?
Jovaan. Yeah, you said it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jovaan. Just tell. Oh, one more thing. I just want to shout out my 111 subscribers on YouTube. My TikTok is climbing up there a little bit too as well with the followers. I started about a month ago. Yeah, and it's going pretty well. The end of the year, I at least want to have about 1,000 subs. Um, but it's people like you, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
that the people love, listening about and learning more about. So I thank you again. Um, so Jovan, you want to tell the viewers how you're raised, how you're brought up? Uh, I mean, you had a brother, you had a sibling too. So how was that like your whole family relationship?
Yeah, well, I grew up in Westbrook and Hartford, Connecticut, in the projects. So like growing up, I was around a lot of the older dudes around me. They was, you know what I'm saying? They was doing their thing. So I looked up to them. I embraced that lifestyle, and it was what it was. Eventually, my mother moved out to a small town outside of Hartford, about 15 minutes outside of Hartford. So I had went to a predominantly white high school, and you know what I'm saying. I feel like that experience like grounded me a little bit. If that makes sense. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, but I was still like I was on my worst behavior out there, but it gave me like, you know what I'm saying, an out. Because if I would have kept going the way I was going in the city that I was raised in, um, I probably would have ended up dead or been in jail for forever.
Right.
Like a lot of my friends that I grew up with. So and shout out to the dudes that are still here and you know what I'm saying, making those changes. I see a lot of people now, it seemed like the past like 5 years or so, that's like really changing, like, you know what I mean, coming out of jail and doing the right thing, as opposed to when I was a kid, we was just stuck in that endless cycle, like going in and out, back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Me
Right.
personally, I did 11 and a half total. You know
Wow.
what I mean? I caught my first serious case when I was 17. It was assault first.
Mhm.
Um, they gave me 12 years suspended. It was a 12-year suspended sentence with 4 to serve. So every time even though I was 17 years old when I caught the case, every time I violated, I would have to go do more time for that original charge, even though those charges that I was catching wasn't as serious as that original charge. So
Right.
they was non-violent, but they would treat me like a violent offender because of the assault first I caught when I was 17. So I was 29 years old serving time for something I did when I was 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I think the judicial system is broken, and
Yeah.
probation and parole is just a trap to keep us. You know what I'm saying? To keep us even after you serve the time, they keep you. You know what I mean? With one foot in. I'm
The
34
money.
exactly. It's about the money. It's the prison industrial complex. My mother going on a rampage about that prison industrial complex. Like, her name Diane Lewis. Look her up. You know what I mean? She do interviews. She's all over the place about this prison industrial complex. How much money they making on the phone calls. She pushing for to have inmates get free phone calls. Like, yeah, she's a warrior for the she a warrior for the justice reform shit. Like,
Salute to
seriously.
her for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, like she's been in meetings with the mayor, she's been in meetings with the governor, like she's taking it real serious and she going strong even after my release. You know what I'm saying? Like, she
Right.
not letting up. She's serious about that.
Right. We need more
So
people like her for sure, stepping up. You know
absolutely,
what I mean?
absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
So sorry to cut you off, Jovan, but I just want to pinch in on that too. I see a lot of like these other podcasts, and like, I mean, everyone has their different style. Um, but like a lot of them like talk about this drama that's going on with these celebrities, like following up on like Addison Rae, Bryce Hall, all that stuff, like
Hmm.
all that irrelevant stuff. You know what I mean? And it's like there's people that are homeless, especially
Yeah.
with the whole COVID deal. It's tripled. You got people, you got correctional officers beating up on inmates and stuff, and that's on hush hush mode.
Hmm.
Um, the food is not even real food, I'd assume.
No
Uh,
nutrition, no nutritional value in those meals.
right. Even the water, even I feel like even the water that they give you guys is like it's you know what I mean. It's all there's stuff that needs to be looked at and have full attention towards too, but people are so caught up in what's what these celebrities are doing, even though they're normal people. They just got more money than majority of the people. But anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why a big shout out to you and people like you that's, you know what I'm saying, spreading that message and giving people like me a voice, you know what I'm saying? So that people that might not understand or never had a family member go through this, got a voice, and we could spread that message. They could hear that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's important. It's
Right.
important for society as a whole, because it's like, even if you never had a family member that been in prison, or you never had the experience that yourself, the thing is, the prison system is making good people bad. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Causing a lot of trauma, letting people out of jail with a lot of serious mental health issues, and they releasing us onto society. You know what I'm saying? With those
Mm-hmm.
with those mental health issues. So it's like everybody should be aware and be worried about this prison industrial complex, and how the judicial system is taking young kids, and, you know what I'm saying, basically breaking them and then releasing them on the society. That, like, everybody, that's a everybody problem. That's not just a black person problem. It's not just a, you know what I'm saying, it's not just a male problem. It's not just
Mm-hmm.
it's a community issue. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, and I feel like they need to stop the bleeding before it gets all over the place, and that's what starts with the kids. You know, the start, in school, keeping them in school, after school programs,
Yeah,
um,
absolutely.
even like little job, like keeping them in sports, offering sports, little jobs to do, something to keep them busy. But it's unfortunate because I feel like some of those kids, they never had a role model. They never had a father figure. And if they did, like, you know what I mean? It is just tough, and how the system is made, um, you know, it, for the community, especially in poverty areas. It's unfortunate, and you know what I mean. It's either you play sports or you go to jail or prison. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Um, but Jovan, what was your experience like? Um, you know, when you heard that you had to do, I think it was you said 12 years.
I had
By
got
the way,
a 12 year suspended sentence with 4 to serve. So my first bid, I served 4 years flat. I got out. I did the whole 4 years. Got out. And then I violated with minor drug charges, and they gave me 3. So I would have only, had it not been for that original sentence, I probably would have only got a year and only had to do 50% of that year for the charges that I got. But since I had all that suspended time, they gave me 3. I got out after that and went back for 4.5 again for minor drug charges. You know what I'm saying? And I had
right,
to do 85% of that, but I ended up doing the whole thing. So it's 11 and a half years total. While I was in jail during that 11 and a half years, I wasn't able to grow as a person. You know what I'm saying? I
right,
basically came out the same age I was when I went in when I was 17. Like, I have no life skills. You know what I mean? Like, I
right,
don't really. It was hard for me to transition back into society, and I think that's the real issue. Is like, not so much the amount of jail time I did, but the fact that when they let me out, I really didn't have, I didn't learn any life skills in there, and it was hard for me to transition. So for a while, I was self-medicating when I first got out. You know what I mean?
right,
After I finished my complete sentence, there was no probation, no parole. I discharged from the halfway house in December 2019, and it was rare. I had a rough transition because I had no idea what was going on. I didn't have nobody to like guide me through it. So that's why I'm trying to be there for my brother and show him so he don't got to go through the same things that I
right.
went through. You know what I mean?
Now is he your younger brother or
Yeah,
older
he
brother?
my younger brother.
He's your younger
Yeah,
brother. Hey,
yeah,
Jovan, when you were like your last past couple days, nah, I would say your last years and months and weeks, whatever. Now were they like prepping you for like to get out and how the whole transition, like what was like your last day? Was it all right, you're released, you're done, like go. Like how
yeah.
was it? How was it like?
Well, they released me to a halfway house in August of 2019, and that's supposed to help with the transition, and it do a little bit, but it's more geared towards finding, like, if you get a job, you get more time out the house. Like, it's more geared to finding employment than like actually dealing with real life issues like being responsible, paying rent, saving money. Like, they don't teach you that type of stuff. Everything that you learn, like socialize, even like something as small as socializing with other people. See, when you in jail, I'm sure you know this, like, you gotta change your behavior patterns in order to fit that environment, in order to survive in that environment. You can't, it's not the same when you get out. Those behavior patterns won't work out here. You know what I'm saying? You won't fit in. And not fitting in is what drive people to, like, I think, go back to old ways. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Like reoffending because, you know,
Yeah. Because you feel like society not meant for you. You feel like you don't fit in society. You know what I mean?
right,
So it's like it take a long time to change those brain patterns, and like, from being in prison, because it's so different in there. It's such a different environment. You got to think different. You got to move different. You got to behave different. Then when you get out, you know what I'm saying, and you don't even might not even realize that, like, you're not functioning like normal citizens functioning. You know what I'm saying? You
right.
start feeling like you don't fit in, and then I feel like that's where the problems start. That's where the problems come in.
Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Jovan, you ever hear about Khalif Browder?
No, fill me in.
Yeah, Khalif. All right, Khalif Browder. He was a young one. I think he was 16. He was 16. He was like a small dude over there on the East Coast in New York, and then he
Hmm.
supposedly like him and his buddies, like real innocent dude, nice down to earth dude. Him and his buddies were walking downtown, and supposedly there was an incident where this dude's, I think a backpack got stolen or whatever, and you know, obviously, you know how the stereotypical, you know how it is. There was a group of blacks, which Khalif was in. There was like 4 or 5 of them, and the police got called, and they got caught walking down the street, and they got picked up over a little backpack. Wasn't even them. He totally innocent. Wasn't even them. Um, they interrogated Khalif for hours and days. Um, and that just about the whole like interrogating all them, it's a psychological effect, um and it made him convinced, like, convinced that he did it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And more of the story, he actually went inside jail up in Rikers Island. That's like one of the worst jails. And being 16, that kind of messed with him a little bit. And he was getting in fights, because he didn't have that background of, he wasn't a gangbanger. He wasn't. He was like a little. He just got caught up in the wrong moment.
Yeah.
And moral of the story, he spent a couple years in jail, whatever. Then he got back out. He was getting beat up by COs, all that. Got out. Um, he wasn't functioning right. You can tell that he got traumatized, PTSD, all that. And there's like his whole story on him. It's a Netflix documentary. And like a couple weeks and months later, he actually like hung himself because he just couldn't take the pain, because there was officers following him. And there was a story when his mom told him that, or told the on the Netflix thing, they have like this little backyard deal, and it's like a short little backyard, and he would just go like right in squares every time and just do it for like hours. So he was like psychological, like, kind of messed up. And that's unfortunate how the system is, and it does that to people, because
Mm-hmm.
they don't care. They just throw you in there. They get their money's worth. And it's a rotation. To me, I think it's modern day slavery, um,
Absolutely.
towards, especially towards the blacks. I think, I'm not trying to bring race into it, but it's just facts.
Nah,
uh,
yeah, no, that's a fact. And
right,
some statistics that I ran into that prove that is like African Americans only make up about 11% of the population. 13, I think now. But when I stumbled upon this, it was about 2008. But so I think we make up, African Americans make up about 13% of the population, but damn near half of the prison population. You know what I'm saying? Something about that that's just very unsettling, man. Like, you
right.
know what I mean?
What was your experience like in the inside for you, like your first day, you know because that was your first offense, and assault, whatever. And
Yeah,
they gave you a max time, which is, kind of dumb. You know what I mean?
yeah. I got dragged through the court. I got dragged through the court system, but because I stayed solid. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't break. I ain't fold. So they do you dirty. But my experiences in there first going in is like it was just a lot. I was 17, so I was on the youth tier, and it was wild. It was like, you had to get down. You had to like um in order to survive, you had to fight. It was like that was a mandatory thing. So I've been in a lot of fights, especially me. I was like a little nerdy type of geeky type of dude. You know what I'm saying? But
Right,
I never been a punk, so it's like I just kept fighting every day. You know what I mean?
right.
But
Now,
that made it
I'll go
that
for
made
it.
it so like, now that I'm out, I be having to remind myself sometimes, like if somebody, like in jail, if somebody's staring at you, then a fight is probably about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Now if somebody's staring at me, I could just look familiar to that person. You know what I'm saying? They're probably trying to figure out where they know me from. And sometimes I gotta remind myself, like, not to just fly off the hinges, but I'm trained to do that though. Like my mind has been trained to react a certain way in certain situations, and I'm just now trying to like, break myself out of that pattern. You know what I mean? Because it don't always gotta, as a grown man, especially, it don't always have to result in somebody getting hurt or me possibly getting hurt. You know what I mean?
Right, right, absolutely. Now, when you got out, like, did dang, that must be tough spending 10 years in there, and then being 17 and having to come out. And I mean, there's an iPhone that came out and a whole bunch of technology. How did you, like? Is there like mentor programs? Is there?
Nah, it's really nothing to prepare you. It's really nothing to prepare you for how to deal with technology. At least not in Connecticut prisons. Everything that we find out about everything like wildly. You know what I'm saying? Like even like Facebook. I didn't really know what Facebook was until like 2011, 2012, and you know what I mean. So that was like years after it even came out.
Right.
I didn't really know how to use an iPhone. Like little things that people that it seemed like it's coming like 8-year-olds using tablets, 7-year-olds using tablets, and it took me like, you know what I mean, a little while to be able to be able to navigate like the emoji thing. I didn't even the hashtag thing. I didn't even know what that was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so, you know, I'm trying to show my brother now like what all this stuff about. Like he trying to stay away from the TikTok thing, he trying to stay away from social media. He don't know what it is though, so it's like unfamiliar to him. It's strange, but I'm trying to tell him like this the new thing. This is what everybody, you know what I mean? It's like a part of it's
Right.
like a part of society now. You know what I mean?
Right. That's how it is, bro. It's all social media now. It's all about, and I feel like Jovaan, I'm glad I came upon you, bro, because you know the platform. How many followers do you have on TikTok? A lot, huh?
I got about 7,000 followers on TikTok now.
Yeah, that's crazy, and it's going up. You know,
Yeah,
you're using your platform well, and I
yeah,
feel like I'll go for it.
yeah. I'm trying to like what I want to start doing is like promoting using my platform to promote justice reform. You know what I'm saying? And the need for justice reform is what I'm gonna try to merge into that. But right now I'm just trying to build a following. You know what I'm saying? So that my voice is heard. But yeah, I get a lot of love on Facebook. You know, especially like ever since I posted the video from my brother getting out, a lot of people have been reaching out, you know, asking if I'm okay, asking if he okay. And you know what I'm saying? I appreciate every single one of them. You know what I'm saying? Every like, I try to respond to every message, every comment. You know what I mean? definitely feeling the love, man.
That's what's up, though. You know, I'm glad. We need more people like you for sure, bro. Especially getting out of the system, and I don't know, but I feel like it's tough. Obviously, trying to transition into this, corrupt uh, America.
Yeah.
It is what it
Yeah.
is. But now, when you're in Connecticut, was it? Because I know here in California, it's kind of political when it comes to the prisons and stuff, and jails and prisons. It's really political. You got your blacks, Mexicans, whites, and you got your others. Is it like that in Connecticut?
Um, it's political for sure. Like in Connecticut, it's like an unspoken, like everybody just knows that around election time, stay off the street or at least be careful. Because around election time, they definitely locking people up for anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So like it's funny to see like when the election period come around, everybody just kind of be like on their toes, like, yo, you know, it's an election, like they about to come through. So um it's definitely a spike and a spike in the inmate population whenever it's an election coming up or until like a little bit after election.
right,
Um as far as segregated, it's like, you know, it's not as segregated as California because I heard stories about California from people that have been locked up in California. It's not as segregated, but you definitely get, you know what I'm saying? You know, the whites kind of stick to their own. The Spanish people, especially, they stick to their own, and you know, the blacks, you know what I mean? We stick with each other. But it's not like to where if you go to the chow hall, you can't sit a certain place if you're a certain race. It's not to that no more. It was like that in the '90s, but now like people kind of like, you know, it's more mixing going on. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Not as much, but like, you know what I mean? It's not the end of the world if you sit at the table with a bunch of Spanish dudes, you know?
right. Because I don't. I mean, it would be something if all that was just like not a thing, like the whole segregation deal. Everyone works as one inside there, and everyone helps each other out, and instead of because I feel like the first offenders, they'll go in there and then it's like they had no background of any violence, and then they go in there, then it's like they come out even more violent.
They come out
It's
work because you have to adapt, and it's hard to adapt to that environment, and it's even harder to adapt back to this environment when you get back out. You know what I'm saying?
right,
But as far as like if we could move as one, like just the whole inmate population, no matter the race, gang, or none of that, then we would have way more say. We could get way more things done. That's something that I was trying to preach while I was in there, but it's hard to do. You know, it's hard because like you got some of these white dudes, especially like when Trump got elected, that won't acknowledge that, you know what I'm saying, black people start off at a disadvantage. They just won't acknowledge that.
Mm-hmm.
And until they do, we can't really move. Like when I seen all these white dudes storming the state capitol, I'm thinking in my head, like, you know, that fuck yeah, because like let's get some things changed. But
Right.
when you moving under the Confederate flag, a Confederate flag that, you know what I'm saying, was fighting to keep my ancestors enslaved, I can't roll with you. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
can't move with you under that flag. You got to take that flag. Like, so it's like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? We could all come together. We could really make some serious change, but they got to change first. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They have to acknowledge that, you know what I mean, we disenfranchised. They, when we say Black Lives Matter, we try to, you know what I'm saying, they say all lives matter. So they basically saying like, fuck Black lives. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely,
You know
Jovaan.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, preach it, bro. Um, Now I want to talk about more about your social media and what, like you talked about your platform. Are you using YouTube and stuff, or what do you?
Nah, I didn't. I never really got into YouTube, but that's like another thing that we was talking about. It's like, when I got out, like I got my son's sister put me on the TikTok. She 13. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I didn't have like really no idea. So it's like, if somebody didn't sit down and show me like, this is how you use this and this is what it's for, then I don't really know. So I have YouTube, but I just use it to search rap videos. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't really know how to I don't know how to do that.
Right.
So I got a Facebook, and an Instagram. You could search me on that. My name Jovaan Lumpkin. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Um,
Are you
but
rapping?
no. I
Ah.
used to when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I used to rap. I got an artist now, Cloudo.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, he nice. He said I'm trying to manage him, but it's like, I kind of took on more. Like, I'm trying to do so much now, because it's like I got a clean, sober mind, and you know what I mean. I'm starting to get used to being out here. Like, after a rough transition, I'm finally finding my footing, and so I feel like I
Sure.
could take on the world. And I got to keep reminding myself that it's still one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm trying to manage this artist while also I'm trying to you know what I'm saying, develop my TikTok platform, while I'm also trying to learn this forex trading, this foreign exchange trading thing, and it's like, I really got no time to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's a good thing though. That's a real good thing. Stay busy, bro. Stay on that grind. You're doing good.
I'm
How
trying, man.
how's that trading going? What's that all about?
I'm just now learning it now. So I'm in the I Am Academy, the I Am Mastery Academy. And so it's like some good educators up there, like Matthew Thayer.
Uh-huh.
And they give some good, like, I've been in these webinars, I've been in these Zoom meetings, and so basically it's like you put in one currency against another currency. Like, you could put the US dollar against the Japanese yen, and it's constantly fluctuating. And a lot of people don't notice, but that's what the bank is already doing with your money. Like, when you go to open up a savings account and you got to sign all those papers, you
Uh-huh.
basically giving the bank permission to play around with your money and this currency exchange, and only give you a small percentage of what they make, and they profit in millions of dollars. Yeah.
Really?
So yeah, bro, look into it, man, because you don't need the banks. You could do it yourself, man. You could just do it yourself, and it's you gonna win more than you lose. It's not like the stocks. Like, with the stocks crash and you lose all your money, it's not like that, bro. You could get them for a minute. You could get them for 5 minutes. Look it up, bro. Forex,
What's it called again?
it's forex trading.
Oh,
FOR.
4X.
Yeah, write it down, bro. I'm
Let me write
telling you,
that
get
down.
into it, man. It's some good people, some good educators that they'll hold your hand through the whole thing. You could just follow their lead. They never lose. They rarely ever lose money in forex exchange, in the forex trading, foreign exchange trading.
I wrote that down. I'm gonna look into it after this for sure, for sure.
Absolutely, bro.
Um, you hit everything, Jovaan. Everything, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man.
What? So I appreciate you. Honestly, I appreciate you, but I thank you for that. Now, now that you're back up on your feet and you're rolling, and nothing can stop you. You're in the right headspace.
Hmm.
You're a mentor to your brother.
Mm.
You're a mentor towards others. You're inspirational towards your, especially towards the followers on TikTok and your Facebook. Um, you know, where do you see yourself in? I would say about 5 to 10 years, because you're young, bro. You said you're
Yeah.
29, right?
No, I'm 34.
Or 34? Yeah, you're young.
Yeah. Um, in 5 years, shit, I'll be cracking 40 then. Hopefully I got a house or you know what I mean?
Right.
So like, just recently I had bought a car like legitly for the first time in my life. Like before that I never had a license or none of that. So you know what I mean? I had to somebody had to walk me through that. I didn't know how to register a car, I didn't know how to get car insurance because I never had to do that before. So that was like for me, I had hit a milestone once I got all that shit, you know what I'm saying, established once I went through that. So just that experience, I felt like after that, I felt like now I'm ready to live, you know what I'm saying, as an adult, like I'm ready now.
Right.
So I got an aunt that's incredible. Like she the one that even introduced me to the forex trading thing, and like she going to do her Airbnb business and all that stuff.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, she getting into real estate. Like my aunt is incredible. So and she's so supportive of me, and she been taking me on like all these trips and shit. So like really like because when I was on parole and probation, I could never travel. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So like now I'm able to travel, and it's like it's amazing, man. Just I want to get out there and see the world. So within the next 5 years, hopefully I hit like at least 6 different states in America, maybe even leave the country. I don't know.
Okay.
Um, but I definitely want to just have within the next 5 years have a solid career. I just finished manufacturing training program at Manchester Community College. So
Congrats, bro. That's
yeah,
huge.
thank you. Yeah, I'm getting my resume out now to different manufacturing companies and all that. I'm working at a CBD store with a good friend of mine. Um, so he started when he got out of jail. He went to a halfway house and he was just grinding. When he got out of the halfway house, he had an opportunity to somebody invest with him to start his own CBD store. He
Okay.
took that one store, bought that guy out, and then opened up three. So in the past
Wow.
almost 2 years now, he was able to like really come up. Now he owned three stores, three CBD stores, and we was in jail together. He hired me, and I'm working with him right now. So your CBD store. So anybody interested in any products, if you're in the Connecticut area, or you could hit him up online. Your CBD store. He got locations in Middletown, Connecticut, West Hartford, Connecticut, and New Canaan, Connecticut. So
Does he have an
definitely
Instagram?
definitely shout out to Steve. He don't like that's what I'm saying. Like he did a long time too. He did 6 years, and these guys, I feel like I'm the only person that came out and like got hip to the social media thing. They just won't do it, and I'm trying to get them to. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, because we need that voice. We need that platform. We need people to know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially you got these people that think like it's really justice in America, and that do like you know what I mean, and that's
Mm-hmm.
not the case, man. So.
Right. That'd be kind of cool, bro. You and your boys get together, and you guys could even start your own little podcast.
Hmm.
And speak about the injustice here in America. And just get the voice out there, because no one knows how it's been unless you've been inside. Um, I've just been doing my studies and my research about the inside. I know a couple people that are currently inside the California prisons right now, and it's corrupt. I mean, and it's unheard of. That's the sad thing about it. And then they expect these people to do their time and then get like $100 and you leave and you get a bus ticket
Yeah.
and go, there's your life. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you? It's like, yeah, they committed a crime, whatever. A lot of them could be innocent, um, but they're still humans. You know what I mean? They're still people, um, and they're people of our community. So I mean, that's about it, bro.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
but that's good. That's good that you're on your grind. You're still pushing. Um, so what is your when'd your brother get out? Did he get out just like a couple weeks ago
Um, I
or a
think
month?
I think it only been like a week and a half.
Oh,
Bro,
was it a
bro
week and
just
a
been out.
half?
Yeah, bro just got out. Um, Get out on a Friday, not last Friday, but the Friday before. So yeah, like a week and a half, bro. Yeah.
Right. Well, shout
He
out
he
to.
having the time. He having the time. His like he ain't even been able to leave the halfway house yet. But so he getting there, man. Hopefully you get a chance to interview him too because he got a story to tell. I'm not going to tell his story for him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I'm gonna let him do that. So definitely reach out to him because he definitely got a story, bro.
I'll hit his line because you gave me his number, and I'll shoot him a
Yeah,
text and I'll get
yeah.
my whole info and stuff.
All
Hey,
right.
but Jovaan, one last thing before you go, because I don't want to hold you. It's been almost 40 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, you're talking about the halfway house. What was that like? What was that experience like? And what is a halfway house for the people that don't know?
So a halfway house, if you don't know what a halfway house is, it's like it's there to help you transition from prison to regular society. So it's like you still locked up, but you're not locked up. You're still serving your prison sentence, but you able to go out into the community to look for a job and such. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a good. I like the halfway house idea. I think it's a good idea. As far as like getting you to where you need to be. They help you develop skills like job interviewing skills, which a lot of people in jail they don't even know how to, you know what I'm saying, do a job interview appropriately, or they definitely hook you up with clothes to wear to a job interview if your family can't provide it. So it's not really too much bad that I could say about the halfway house, besides the fact that it's more geared towards employment and not really helping you develop life skills like that you're going to need when you leave the halfway house. Because for me, when that structure of being an institution was taken from me when I got out of the halfway house, I started having problems because I couldn't really adjust to society without that structure. So they didn't really prepare me for life outside of that. Like when you don't tell me what time to eat, what time to sleep, you know what I'm saying? Because for 11 and a half months, basically my whole adult life, all that stuff was told to me. You know what I'm saying? Like when I could eat, when I could sleep, when I could use the phone, everything. So my mind needs that structure in order for me to thrive. Well, needed. I'm doing great now. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But first coming out of the halfway house, I'm like, without that structure, I fell hard. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
feel like so many people do because you get so used to having that. You get institutionalized that, and that structure is very necessary for you to be able to function. You know.
Right.
So
Hey, I would have to say one thing though, Javon. Sorry to cut you off. Um, the people that get out of prison and stuff, and those that have spent lengthy times in there, they come out like hands down the most polite people and humble people to walk this earth, in my opinion.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
because how it's so structured, it's very I don't know how it is, but I feel like it's kind of militant in a way,
Yeah,
in a
absolutely.
routine.
Yeah.
Um, and then you look at someone that hasn't, you know, been disciplined, you'd say, I don't know. And they're just all over the place. Sloppy,
Hmm.
they don't pick up after themselves.
Yeah.
Um, you know what I mean? But when you have someone that's been inside and they come out, they're very proper, structured, um, like I said, humbled. Like for you,
Hmm.
example, hands
Yeah.
down, humble dude, genuine
Hmm.
dude. Um, so yeah, I mean, uh, people, especially people, your Karens, you know what a Karen is, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got your Karens out here, they would see someone that, just came off fresh off the bus and they're instantly judging that person, not knowing
Yeah.
what they've been through, you know what I mean?
Not even knowing
But
it's the nicest person you'll probably run into in your life. If you
right.
needed help, that you know what I'm saying, that's the person that you want around. If you know what I'm saying, that's the
Absolutely.
person that you want. That person that just got off the bus, that's the person that you want around. They don't even realize that.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
bro. Absolutely. Uh, but did you have anything else to say about the halfway house? I cut you off. I'm sorry, bro.
No, no, I was just saying that like it's really nothing to be said bad about the halfway house. Like I think that's great to give people that time to readjust. I think that they missed the opportunity to teach people life skills before they just rip that structure away and let them land on their ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, but it's a double-edged sword because the same way that prison teach you to be militant and you know what I'm saying, mild mannered and all that is the same way they make you a monster at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So that energy, that same energy could be used destructively. You know what I mean? And that's scary. That's scary. So that, you know what I mean, when you don't got those type of life skills and then you develop that militancy, like you develop, you know what I mean, that discipline, that's very scary because it could go both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. All right, Jovaan. I appreciate you again,
My
bro.
man, I appreciate you, brother. We're gonna
Hey,
get those. We're gonna get your following up. We're gonna get your
thanks,
following
bro.
up today,
No,
brother.
hey, you don't understand how much it means to me for people like you to come on my show. I don't care about
I
these
seen all your
celebrities.
videos. You got some good content, man. Some good brothers up there that like, you
Thanks,
know what
bro.
I'm saying?
All
That's a
right.
beautiful thing, man. I respect you a lot, bro.
Thank you. Well, it's people like you. It's people like you know, that are, making it interesting and learning about your story. And it's the followers that love to hear what you got to say. Um, because I'm just trying to get it. I'm trying to get the corruption exposed
Hmm.
and etc. And just learn more about the inside because there's not enough attention on that. But like I said, I appreciate you for being patient about the interviews because I've been busy with stuff.
I totally understand. I get it, bro.
Right, but we're gonna keep in touch for sure. And
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
you're willing to do a part two later.
Hey, just let me know. I'm with
Okay.
it.
Okay, cool. What do you got going on? You got that stuff going on later, huh?
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff to go. I got to get going. Actually, this is a perfect time to end because I
Right.
got to get going in the next within the next 12 minutes. So
Right.
yeah, I got some things to do today. I'm trying to get people involved in this forex trading because this the wave, bro. I'm trying to tell you,
Right.
this the best kept secret ever. Um,
I'm gonna look after that right now. Actually, after this, so I'm gonna check that
telling you,
out, and
bro.
I'll shoot you a text or something. Then yeah, we'll go from there, brother. I appreciate you. Stay safe. Keep grinding. You're a humble man, bro. Keep going. Don't stop.
Yeah, yes,
Don't
absolutely,
stop.
bro. All
All
right,
right.
take care, man.
Salute, bro.